We are tired is the message people are sending across Europe, and the finance ministers are now against the wall. Jose Ricaurte Jaen, FX Street. Did the FOMC meeting minutes give an indication to a possible rate hike in March?
These FOMC minutes are becoming more confusing than ever. Again, no clues. It was lots of the wording that we are used to hear from them, but not really a very, hey, it's going to happen. No, it's more like we don't feel behind the curve, everything, we're monitoring inflation, we think everything is okay, but no strong indications. And the wording, I'm not sure what's supposed to mean fairly soon. I'd rather hear something like sooner rather than later, but it's not really constructive for what's happening right now in the market, especially after this correction and sort of more a deeper correction in the US dollar. One thing that I always suggest, and it's part of the work we do at FX Trade, it's investors and traders, they have to look more at yields. We focus a lot on the 2-year, 10-year yield. I especially like more the 10-year yield, the US Treasuries. That's where you have to look for clues and evidence of what's going to happen next for the US dollars and exactly how things are going to be priced. The other tool, and this is one of the most important, is the Fed Watch, where you can actually look for the probability. And it's sort of interesting to share with the audience today is the fact that it doesn't seem priced in how the US dollar is behaving, but the probability went from 17% to 22% today. I started expecting an increase in the interest rates in the US in March.
On Tuesday, EU finance ministers agreed to close loopholes to stop multinationals avoiding tax. Who's actually avoiding tax in the EU, and how are they managed to get away with it?
This is a very good thing also to discuss. And I want everyone to take a time machine with me. Let's go back to 2013 and stop in 2015. This is what actually happened. Turn the TV, and here it goes. Facebook tax bill for 2014, £4,327. How's that even possible? It's a joke. So when you look at what is happening, a couple of years later, we encounter ourselves in a European Union that is against the wall because it does not longer fit the current economics. How they have been, getting away with this, the audience may be asking themselves, well, think about it. You have all these big companies, Starbucks, Google, or call it Alphabet if you want, taking advantage of legally structured benefits, if you want to put it in a very classy way. But what is happening is that because you have a Facebook paying such a small tax bill, then you have a median class, the hardworking class across the European Union burned with taxes, and they cannot handle it anymore, And this is exactly how they are trying to approach this. We are tired. It's the message that people are sending across Europe, and finance ministers, they are now against the wall, and they're looking to do, the necessary, make necessary changes. Now, this is very important to understand. Whatever is happening today won't take effect until 2020. Really, it comes to a point where if they're doing that legally, the hardworking class, they have to ask this question: why am I paying tax for? So I think it's time for changes in the EU, and they're on their way. They're going to take a little bit more time, but I think it will be for the best.
Austrian Chancellor Christian Kern said the UK will be charged €60 billion to leave the EU, and said the UK will get no free lunch. How will this affect Brexit talks in the Conservative Party and in the European Parliament?
Behind the curtains, you're looking to a very expensive process. And the message you're getting from key European figures is that, okay, if you want to turn your backing off, we want to make it easy for you. And why they would? Why should you put things easy if we agree a couple of years ago to work together for a better future? Now you just want to abandon ship? No, it's not going to work. So the message is, if you want to do it, you won't get it away from this one without paying your fair share of responsibilities. If this comes to build grounds for another delay and push the whole thing of the hard Brexit a little bit far from March, pretty much you can easily see in the absence of any US dollar strength, you can see the pound rallying back probably 130. And that's not an estimation that anyone should rule out.
Well, that's the end of this broadcast, and as always, thank you for clicking back.